I don't really want the costs from that. Oh wow, I could just vassalize the whole lot of it. That's interesting. Make them a vassal and then annex them later. That could work. Got a free diplomatic slot. Are they worth it though? That would tie me to them for 10 years. $1536, so 9 years and I could go to war with them and finish them off. Yeah, I'm thinking I might try for Orissa as my next vassal, so I can make war on these guys when I need to. So, right, I want that lot there, I want war reparations, I want your entire war chest. You haven't got any allies at the moment. Sucks to be you. How much overextension? That'll give me 60% overextension. I'm not doing that. I think that's as much as I want to take. I've got cores on it, so it won't cost me too much to core. I won't pay anything in the agreement. Yeah, let's do that. Manage my overextension. Fortify Pontianak. Yeah, we'll do that. Right. It appears that it didn't cost me as much as I was worried about, so we can go up another tech level in this, which will increase my trade efficiency, which is great. Right, introduce Dini Ilai. What's that do? Technology cost -6? Oh yes, please! Why didn't I spot that before I just paid for all of it? Oh well. How do I already have cores on what, sorry? Oh, I didn't have cores on this, I had claims on it, which reduced the cost of it. Didn't already have cores, I had claims, sorry. May have been mis-explaining that. Right, this is turning me into a powerhouse in this trade node. This is good. Right, so that's a war over. That's me pulling my troops back. I've got a fair bit of unrest. Now that's being caused by probably war exhaustion. So we'll let my war exhaustion tick down a little bit. Let's have a quick look at my situation for 16 years, 13 years, 23 years, 14 years, 69, 13. Yeah, as soon as that war exhaustion ticks down, that'll be back under control. They're coring that. They should be coring that. Excellent. And my manpower didn't take a massive dump during that war, which is nice. Whereas Malwars, I think, got absolutely clobbered. Yeah, I think they lost all their armies and about 10,000 manpower out of that. So yeah, they're pretty heavily screwed, really. So I've got truces with Gujarat till 15. Ooh, Gujarat's expires this year. That's interesting. I could feed them to my vassals. Have they got? They've got no allies. Oh, Gujarat, you so silly. Geez, I probably won't even need to fight that war myself. Do they seriously have no allies? Well, that was a mistake. So we'll finish off Gujarat, feed them to these two. In fact, what I might try and do is feed it entirely to Kathiawar. And then help them with the inevitable overextension. But I don't want to feed too much more to Bijapur because they're going to start getting very expensive to annex. Right, so I have claims on this. What's this? What is that? A decent province? Not really, not particularly. Might be worth making a claim on, however. Okay. So I need for my war exhaustion to tick down a little bit. Then we'll kill Gujarat. We'll consider going for these guys. I also need to make an attack on Mutapa for their gold. So yeah, things are okay. Things are good. Right, what's my actual income? 7. Okay. Rebel uprising. Bastari noble. Right, in 7 years. That's not really such an uprising then, is it? Right, so we'll pop those on the sea. We'll split off a bit of this army. Send them to here. Sit them in there. That's still 2 minutes. No, that's fine now. Excellent. Wait. Why are you showing attrition when you shouldn't be? Well, let's just move another unit out. Right. Now I've probably got quite a lot of unrest over here. Ooh, yeah, just a little bit. Now, an interesting little change for everybody who's not aware of this with 1.9. Right, you now have disasters. Now, these are fired by different combinations of things, and one of the ones I've already experienced in this particular campaign is a civil war. Now, a civil war happens when you've got the combination of no Regency Council. Yeah, thankfully civil war doesn't happen in Regency Councils because that's not a great time for everybody to go, I wouldn't mind controlling this whole thing. Legitimacy less than 50. So this means if you have a weak heir come through with a legitimacy of 20, you're in danger of a civil war. And the other thing that it needs to have to make it actually fire is an autonomy average below over 10%. So this means if you go around using using the increased autonomy to get rid of unrest, if you then have the bad luck of a low legitimacy leader, you leave yourself massively open to a civil war. Okay, so do be careful about, because it's that an average of over 10% across your whole thing will then lead to a civil war, and they can be pretty nasty. Not horrifically nasty, but they add it while they're running. You've got -10 unrest, which is nasty. You're likely to get a lot of stuff fire. So that's why you don't see me going around increasing autonomy on everything anymore. So I'm going to try and weather this, because I think this is all being driven. This is being driven off of a little bit of religious well, no, my unity's fine. 143, it's more than fine. This is being driven by the war exhaustion, which is currently causing me national unrest over 2. As soon as that drops down, I'll lose most of the unrest that I've got at the moment. So I just need it to tick down. think I need to spend on my navy. That's what I need to do. Oh, got a higher army force limit as well now. That's good. Right. Well, Barks will let me increase my control of the sea. I think I will need to consider building some heavies soon if I've got Portugal starting to look around. Was something of a excellent situation to have gold randomly happen here. That I'm happy with. Harsh treatment just knocks down the progression of a incoming uprising back by 25, or I can't remember if it's 25 or 50%. It's way expensive. I'd rather deal with the root of the problem, not the symptom. Oh, they've entered a military coalition against me. They must have heard me talking. Who spoke? Who told them? So, this military coalition is consisting of Gujarat. Okay. Fine. Right, so Gujarat has an ally with Bengal. Well, that's annoying. They've allied Bengal. Would Bengal join them at this point? No, Bengal won't come to their aid. That's interesting. Can I get a casus belli on them to kick this war off? Nope. Ah, damn. So I can't get into a war unless one of these two decides to make a claim on them. So that war is not going to happen just yet. Well, excellent. That's Bengal completely as happy as they're gonna be with me. Yeah, I did actually get a royal marriage with them, so I'm going to have to let that die out next chance it dies. I need to stop that marriage with them. Okay, so who was now the next obvious person for me to attack? I mean, incorporate into my glorious army. Nation, even. These people look interesting. And I believe they're Hindu. Which would be excellent. Adding Hindu people to my armies would be very cool. To my nation. Make things a lot simpler. Majapahit. Mahapit? I don't know how you pronounce that. Let's have a look. Although, should I get my war with Mutapa first for the gold? Mutapa sounds like a plan for the gold. It won't drag in anybody else. They have no allies. That might not be a bad plan. Mutapa and gold sounds a hell of a plan. In fact, let's get an army down there ready to kick him up out a bit. So, I'm going to want my artillery. Move those guys down there. In fact, how much can this place support? It can just support the whole army. Let's just move it all down here. Oh, the other thing that's causing unrest, of course, is overextension. So when I get rid of my overextension and my war exhaustion, the unrest should largely disappear. Which will be good. Okay. Get on the boats!